I respond to anyone regardless of if I'm in a relationship or not. Start revisiting things that make you happy. Alexa could tell you good morning every morning if you need her to. Set an alarm, sis.
No basic song.
What's good, Stush Gang? Welcome back to another Slay with Stushy. So today we're going to be diving into a few new products. I have a few high-end products here. I have a few black-owned products here that I'm going to be trying out with you guys today to create this fun look. And we're also going to get into this hairstyle that you guys see here. I'm going to take out my twist out with you guys on camera, and we'll be discussing the dating world, my relationship status, and all that jazz. So if you guys are interested in seeing this video, then keep on watching. Before we start this video, make sure that you are subscribed down below if you haven't already subscribed. Follow me on Instagram at the Stush Life, and make sure you guys also leave this video a thumbs up if you enjoy videos like this, so that way I know and I can continue to create content, meaningful content like this for you guys. And without any further ado, you guys to see brows have already been completed. Let me know how you guys are feeling the lighting situation. I don't have on my main room light. I just have on my softbox, and that's all I'm using for the lighting today, and it's just one softbox. So let me know how you guys are feeling the lighting. I'll see once I edit it, see how I'm feeling it. So y'all already know what we're getting into today. I put up a questions box on Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram at the Stush Life, make sure you follow me over there, because that's where I can engage with you guys. Sometimes you guys can tell me what videos or what kind of content you guys want to see on my platform. So I put up a questions box asking you guys to give me some get ready with me topics. A lot of y'all were like dating pool, tips on being single, dating life, how's that going? So it seems like a lot of you guys a lot of people follow me on Instagram would like to know about my relationship status, if I'm dating, right? Rate. So that's what we're gonna be getting into, as you guys have already read from the title. I don't know why I'm blabbering. So someone's just said dating, relationships, LOL, benefits of being alone, dating pool, why are N's and B's lame? Okay, that's a very complex one. If you guys haven't already realized, I'm a very private individual. It might not even seem like that to you guys because I have a whole YouTube channel, and I'm gonna just mention really quickly the products that are new that I'm using. Anything that's not new, I ain't gonna mention it, okay? But everything will be listed down below in the description box for you guys. This is the Rare Beauty Pore Diffusing Primer. That's what she looks like. Got it in gratis. That's why there's a little red sticker on there, okay? So I'm gonna try this out for the first time, but as I was saying, I'm a very private individual. A lot of you guys may not feel that way because I have a whole YouTube channel. How is one private if their whole life is on YouTube? If they do vlogs, if they, you know, they basically share a lot. So the thing about being a private person is you share a lot. People think that you're sharing a lot, but you're really sharing what you want people to know. I've mastered that in my life. I don't know if it's because I'm an only child or what. Maybe it's because I'm a Pisces. We can be very private people. I know a lot of you guys are like, your zodiac sign has nothing to do with that. That may very much be true, but I don't know. That's just how I've always been. I've always been a private individual. Even sometimes some of the things that my friend tell me, I'm like, child, I don't want to know all of that. Spare me the details, okay? Like, if you're my friend, you know. Like, if you are one of my close friends, you know. Y'all will start telling me stuff, and I'm like, bare minimum, please. just bare minimum. But yeah, I'm a very private individual, and that's how I've always been. So yeah, even though I do have a YouTube platform, I share obviously what I want to share. You guys don't ever really see me with anybody on here. You guys don't ever hear me talking about anybody on here. And low-key, that's how I kind of plan to keep it. But I'm going to dive into this topic for the sake of this video because y'all want me to dive into this topic. And Bonnet Babe is back, as you guys can see. We're going to get into the hair a little bit later. So dating pool. At the moment, am I dating? So at one point, I was not interested in trying to talk to anybody, trying to see anybody. I was in a relationship 2018 2019 between me living in Buffalo and moving back, and you know that that has passed. That's long gone. So that's all I'm gonna really say about that. Whenever I'm like I stop talking to somebody, I kind of give myself time to, you know, regroup, figure out what's going on. You need time. Well, in my head, you need time to be alone before you start dealing with someone else. Just because you got to kind of figure out where your head is at. Do you even want to talk to anybody? Like, you got to figure out if there's some things that you need to work on for yourself, for yourself, to be a better person in a relationship. So I just basically took some time off. I was like, all right, I just want to be by myself. And it helped me because at that time I just started my lash business. I also just moved back to New York City, so I kind of needed to focus on myself. In hindsight, like now that I think back about it, I needed to focus on myself just because I just, you know, got back to New York City. So I needed to make sure that my ducks were in a row before, you know, worrying about or wondering what somebody else is doing and how somebody else is doing. You know, you just kind of need to, well, I needed to get my ish together first. So it honestly worked out. At the time I was like kind of, I won't say bummed, but it was interesting to me how it was the time frame was interesting to me because I kind of just moved back to the city. But nonetheless, dating pool, right? So I recently went on a few dates in the last 2 months, and I ain't even gonna say they were subpar, but they were nothing to write home about. Let's just say that I haven't been back on a date with those individuals. It was just like 2 individuals, but I haven't been back on a date with either. Pore one was kind of like, and I don't want to like ruffle anybody's feathers on it. I know that's why I didn't really want to get into this topic either, but I'm gonna say what I need to say without saying a lot, hopefully. So one was kind of someone from my past that I decided to, you know, give another try. But sometimes people from your past can grow, sometimes people from your past don't grow. I felt like the individual and I weren't really on the same page, if that makes sense. So even at the dates, I just kind of felt like, not to say I was wasting my time, but I kind of felt like I didn't really see it going anywhere. So because I didn't really feel like that individual changed much. Like I felt like I matured, and though that individual may have matured as well, they didn't really, we still weren't on the same page. I'll just say that. The other one, it kind of was short-lived. You see, this is me giving you guys, saying the bare minimum. That's just how I've been. Even when I like try to share, I just can't. Like, it's just, I don't know, I think it's just me just having a barrier or a border up, and it's just always for protection. That's just always how I've been. I think of myself first. Not to say I don't want someone to use something against me, but I don't want to make anyone feel a certain way discussing, you know, how things may have transpired on camera in our relationship, or, you know, on a date or whatever the case may be. So I just try to keep it to a bare minimum. So hopefully that gave you guys, you know, a little backstory of what was going on. So I'm open to dating, yes, but I'm also not open to wasting my time. Okay, I feel like no one ever really wants to waste their time, and more time when you go on dates, you're not really thinking of it as a waste of time, or you would never have gone on the date unless you're just looking to go get some food and drinks, which is totally fine too. Do you, sis? But I feel like the majority of the time why I don't even engage is because, not to say I feel like it's going to be a waste of my time, but I'm from New York City, right? And if you're from the city, you know, men lack consistency, men lack spontaneity, and maybe this is, I'm speaking from experience, but that's just what I've seen. And I'm one individual that is big on consistency. Do not introduce me to no shit you can't keep up with, sir. I'm also an individual that, I won't say falls in love quickly, but I like see potential in people, if that makes sense. Like, I always see the potential in someone. If I like you, like, I'll always see the potential in you. And if you're inconsistent and I like you, now we have a problem because it's like you're not meeting me in the middle, you know? I don't know if that's making sense, but yeah. But I feel like also in New York City, the guys that I've encountered, the people that I've encountered, they lack and they know they lack, and they don't want to pick up the slack. But that's also where knowing your worth, you know, becomes important, because if you don't know your worth, here you are tolerating BS. Okay, and I've definitely been there. I've definitely done that, mostly in college, And child, ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. I have a, like, I'm not even gonna get into it. I'm not like a super busy person. I don't have a 9-to-5. You guys know I work. You guys know I work. You guys know I do YouTube. There's other things that we're doing as content creators other than YouTube, whether it may be creating Instagram reels, working with brands, trying to get our own sponsorships and stuff like that. But I'm not like a super busy person where I, you know, don't have time to spare. I have time to spare, but it's also like I'm not about to give you my free time and for you to waste it. Yeah, I just don't have time for that, child. I'm also 26 and I've, again, been there, done that. I just don't care to engage with everyone and with anyone that I feel like is going to waste my time. Before, I would give people a lot of tries, and that was always my downfall. As a I'm going to keep saying as a Pisces. I know half y'all are rolling your eyes, but as a Pisces, I know a lot of y'all are rolling your eyes. I tend to give people a lot of tries. You could damn near get away with murder with me. I ain't even want to say it like that because I don't want to make it sound like I'm a pushover or anything like that. But if I like you, I'll give you a lot of tries. And sometimes that's bad because I feel like it ends up hurting me more in the end because I keep investing, and you're not, you know, you're not putting in any effort to do better or get better. So that being said, I just don't, nowadays, I don't have the time. I don't care to engage with anyone that I feel like might waste my time. And if I do give you the time of day and I don't see much improvement, like let's say a date. Granted, you can't learn someone's whole life in 1 or 2 dates, but it's also like I'm an individual that loves to ignore the signs. It will be right back in my face like, hello sis, pay attention. And I'm just like, excuse me, what were you saying? Like, that's just how I've always been. So, and I know that there are signs. I know, I'm like, I don't know, it's not even really beating around the bush, but I'm like giving you guys examples without actually like talking about a person, if that makes sense. But I'm one person that will ignore the hell out of the signs, and I'll tell myself in my head like, Stush, you know damn well that that's a sign that you need to pack it up and run, but still I'll ignore the signs. So nowadays I'm paying attention to those signs. If I see something that I don't like, I'm packing you up. I'm sorry. If you really want me, you'll pull back up and show me that you really want me. And I've always kind of been the person, like my best friend will always tell me, like I've been the person where if I don't like something, I might express it one time. Well, nowadays I'll express it, I'll say that. But before, I just straight shut down. Like I'll straight up shut down. You might not know what happened, but I always feel like people know when they do you wrong. People know when they did something that's wrong. Like, is it hard to just be a genuine person? I feel like people know when they F you over, so why do I need to explain what you did wrong? But I do understand that, you know, people are not mind readers either. So I've definitely started to, you know, express myself more. I understand people mess up too, so I've started basically expressing myself a little bit more, letting people know like where you may have effed up. But here's the thing, I'm gonna tell you one time, I ain't got time to keep repeating myself. I'm not anyone's mother. I'm not trying to be anyone's mother. I'm a very caring person, but once I feel like you're taking me for you that, you gotta go. You gotta go, because I'm not one of them. Before, that could have slid with me, but nowadays Stush don't have the time. Okay, you're gonna have to find somebody else to play these little kid games with, because not as a big youth, not as an adult, not as a 26, 27, 28-year-old. No. Okay, quick intermission. New product alert. I'm using one of Lys Beauty's high standard satin matte cream blushes. I don't know which one of these I want to go in with, but I feel like I want to go in with Passion, so I'm gonna go ahead and open it up and apply that to the cheek. She is pretty. I'm gonna use my Merit, I think this is the #1 brush, to just apply that to my cheeks. And there's a little mirror in there as well. That's so convenient. Also using the Lys Matte Bronzer. This is the color Strength. I've been holding on to these products for the longest time because I've been wanting to do a video for you guys using the product. So I'm gonna apply that to just help to carve out my cheeks. It is hot right now. I'm actually using this bronzer brush that I got from Lorac. This is my first time using the Rare Beauty primer, and it is a pore diffusing primer. The pores are not visible, but usually the pore diffusing primers, sorry, there's beeping going on outside, but usually the pore diffusing primers are a little bit more mattifying, but my nose is sweating, child, so I don't know how we feel about her right now. Primers in my book, like, if I know it's a good primer if my nose does not sweat. At the end of the day, that's what it comes down to. But the face does look really good. I will say that. I don't see any pores. It's blurring for sure, but my nose is sweating. Maturity is big, big, big. Like, communication is big, big, big for me as well. If you shut down, like, I won't say that I'm a person that shut down, but I feel like I can have a talk with people, with a person, but I feel like a lot of people don't. Like, in my generation, a lot of people don't want to talk about anything. Once they hear we need to talk, we need to have a talk, it's like, oh, no, if it's just me, let me know. But I feel like that's how it is sometimes for some people. So yeah, a lot of people also can't effectively communicate. I could definitely have a conversation with an individual, but if I feel like what I'm saying is not being taken into consideration, like, I'm not about to talk to you about nothing else again. And that's just being honest, because why am I wasting my breath if you're not even going to listen to or take into consideration what I'm saying? Why waste my breath? Why waste my time? Just being honest, just saying. I feel like a lot of people also want to sit up in the house. I'm not a sit up in the house type of girl. You guys see on my platform, I will be outside on solo dates. I will be with my mom going to get food. I'm with my friends going to get food. I like, not to say I like being outside, and I'm not saying that we have to spend money and do things all the time either, but I'm not the type that you're gonna be like, oh, come to the crib, let's chill. No, we could do that maybe after the 6th date, but first date, I'm not coming to nobody's house to chill. That's just not what's happening. And I know a lot of you guys are probably thinking like, wait, what? This happens? If you're from New York City, you know. And I also don't want to make it seem like I'm that type of girl that I need you to spend coins, spend money and stuff. I'm an individual. If you know, you know. I don't need anyone to spend any money on me. I don't need you to spoil me with gifts. I don't need you to book me a flight to go to Bali. Like, we don't need to go on a vacation on the first date. I can do all these things by myself. I don't need anyone to buy me anything. I don't need anyone to take me anywhere. I could do all of those things by myself. But I'm also not the individual that you could just have in a crib, if that makes sense. I like going places. I like being adventurous. No roller coasters, none of that. Nothing in the sky, none of that. Life is worth living. There's no need for us to be cooped up in the crib all day and night. Like, that's not a vibe, especially if you're trying to get to know somebody. And I'm trying to be realistic as well. I know people that are, you know, five years into dating someone and they still go on dates. They still make time for date nights and stuff like that. So I don't want it to sound like, oh, you know, I just want to be on dates all the time or go on dates all the time and stuff like that. But it's like, I'm a person that you gotta take out. I'm not a person that's gonna sit up in the crib with you. It's just not gonna be like that. And I have no problem taking on the responsibility of planning the dates or whatever the case may be. It's also like, don't hit me with the what you want to do or what we doing. Spontaneity is important for me. Like, y'all know I know all the spots. I know all the places. I can let you know where we need to go, but I also like people to, you know, take some initiative as well. So next thing that I'm going to be using is this Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Complexion Perfecting Micro Powder. This is the shade Deep, number 4. And y'all see I'm kind of sweating here. So I'm going to take this powder and I'm just going to sweep this all over my face. It's my first time using her, but I heard very good things about her. So hopefully she kind of mimics my Micro Smooth. Okay. Okay, that's the start of the face with the Charlotte Tilbury. This side I haven't really applied it as yet. She's real small though, so my brush is like, what's going on? Yeah, see how big this brush is. Look how small this palette is. Okay, she's cute. Jay, if you're watching this, she's cute. My sis did put me on and tell me to give this a try. She does blur. Face, is that you? The face is cute. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and apply a little bit of powder to my nose because, child, she is sweating and I need her to hold up. And now I think I want to do an eye look real quick. I brought out a few palettes, mostly these two. My James Charles palette has been in the stash, honey. I totally forgot about her. I feel like I want to do something blue, but still summer and fun. This is what, oh child, this is what the palette looks like. I literally haven't used this palette in ages. So I got that, but I also brought out the Warrior number 3 palette by Juvia's Place. That's what she looks like. You guys see there's some blue in there as well. And I also brought out this palette. This is the Caliente Artist Couture palette. I might use one of the oranges or the pinks in here, but oh, excuse me. I'm gonna do a quick little eye look. I'm not gonna talk through it because I kind of need to focus, but we'll reconvene in a little bit. And low key, I need this AC, so I'll be back. Okay, as you guys can see, lashes are on. I went ahead and popped on some lashes. I was gonna say from my lash business. They're technically from my lash business, Capra NYC, but I actually never released this style. I tested them for maybe like a month, and I was just like, these are kind of similar to a pair that I already have on my site. Sorry, I'm moving around. My butt is literally like sweating on this acrylic chair, child. But I figured they were pretty similar to a style that I already have on my site, both CEO and Caprel. So I decided not to add them to the site, but this is what the eyes look like. I went ahead and added this LA Girl Cosmetics Shockwave Neon Liner. This is the color Fresh in my waterline, and I just went in with that orange from, as you guys saw, from the Artist Couture palette, the Caliente palette, right underneath that. This Il Makiage mascara is bae. I raved about it in my Il Makiage full face video, but like, look at the bottom lashes, baby. They did that. They sure did. So what I'm gonna do is go in with a little bit more of this bronzer on my nose just to get rid of some of that powder, and we're gonna go ahead and highlight and do the lips. So I do want to quickly touch base on the benefits of being alone. Someone asked me to touch base on that because they are fresh out of a relationship. Yes. One thing about me, I love love. I love the idea of love, but it's also, I also love self-love, right? Let me run that back. Let me run that back. I love love. I love the idea of love. I love the idea of being in a relationship, but I also love self-love. And definitely self-love is not exclusive to only being by yourself. You could definitely practice self-love. Hopefully this makes sense while in a relationship. When you're single, she asked me benefits of being single. Definitely benefits of being single. You don't have to respond to anyone. personally, I ain't responding to anyone regardless of if I'm in a relationship or not. But you don't have to respond to anyone. No one's asking you where you going, when you coming back, are you coming to see them after. Y'all already know. If you've been in a relationship, I can't speak, I can never speak, then you already know. But yeah, you don't have to respond to anyone. You can do things on your own time. Obviously, you're not waking up to good morning texts and good night texts every day, but I mean, Alexa could tell you good morning every morning if you need her to. Set an alarm, sis. I like the idea of being single. I like the idea of going on solo dates and stuff like that. I also like the idea of going to places and doing things with a significant other, but you have to like remember that at the end of the day you were born alone. I think it's a little bit easier for me, and hopefully I don't want it to seem like it's like easy peasy. I know it's not easy when you're fresh out of a relationship to transition back into, you know, the life that you used to live when you're so used to, you know, living it with someone else. But start doing things that made you happy prior to being in a relationship, whether it may be taking yourself out to eat or maybe doing like a quick staycation. I'm so overdue for a staycation, and that's basically where you vacation in your own city. So that may look like you booking a hotel room for a night or 2 nights and just enjoying that time alone. Start doing things that make you happy. You know, I feel like sometimes when we are in relationships, we do things that make other people happy. Start revisiting things that make you happy. Going to a paint and pour, spending more time with family. And I know sometimes it's hard when you're trying to heal from a relationship or a breakup or whatever the case may be, but I feel like that's my best advice, is do things that make you happy unapologetically at that. I feel like it's a little bit easier for me because I am an only child and I love being alone. Like, I value my personal time so much. My friends know, like even my roommates know, when I would live with other people, I was the one roommate that would tell them to get the hell out of my room. Like, friends, if you're watching, roommates, if you're watching, comment down below, because y'all know I will verbatim, all right, you got your own room, pack it up, okay? You cannot stay in here too long. So I really do like being by myself, so it's a little, I feel like it's a little bit easier for me to be around other forms of love too from your friends. It doesn't necessarily have to be from, you know, a man or a woman. Let me focus and draw this lip. Wait, how am I doing my lip liner? I didn't even apply my highlighter yet, y'all. Okay, see, I'm jumping around. Another thing I will say is buy yourself your own flowers. I don't know, it sounds kind of cheesy, sounds kind of corny, I feel like, but honestly, it's one of the things that I've started to do that I love the most. You don't need to wait for someone else to buy you flowers. You can buy yourself flowers, and honestly, flowers are not even that much money. I feel like a lot of guys don't realize how simple that gesture is, but it means, it holds so much weight. At least it holds a lot of weight for me. So buy yourself some flowers, sis. That's one thing that I've started to do that I really love, and maybe it's because I also love plants, but buy yourself flowers. Buy yourself some flowers, sis. Don't wait for to get you no flowers, okay? So I'm going in with this Danessa Myricks Enlight highlighting powder. This is the color Heat. Low-key wanted to go in with a silver highlighter, but I really want this gold, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go in with the gold. Ooh, baby, I know you see it. Yeah, I know you see it. It's like any, many. All right. I'm gonna add a little bit to my nose, even though she's already going through her own issues right now with the sweat, child. I'm gonna add a little bit here, a little bit right here. This is my first time using this Real Techniques brush for highlighter. I usually use it for my concealer, but it's not bad. It's not as fluffy. It's a bit more dense and kind of tapered, but it's not bad. I really want you guys to comment on some of the things that I spoke about today in today's video down below. So if you guys have any other tips for anyone that may be watching this video and that's fresh out of a relationship and might need your help, okay, comment it down below, because this is how we help each other. Shoot, I might even need some of your tips. Definitely comment some stuff down below if you guys have any tips for anyone, or if you guys just want to sound off about anything that I mentioned in today's video. Definitely comment down below. But let's see, what am I gonna put on the lips today? I have this lipstick from Marc Jacobs. This is Cream and Sugar. I already knew I was gonna do a nude lip because I knew I wanted to do blue on the eyes. Or this Sophia and Mabel lipstick. I love the packaging. This is Topless. That's what she looks like. Oh, that's kind of cute. Yoo-hoo. Or this lipstick from MAC, collaboration with Mariah Carey. She killed, single-handedly annihilated this packaging. Do you guys see her signature carved into it? Wow. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna use this. This is a fave. It's a really light nude. Once I add a lip gloss to it, boom boom killer. And this is a dark lip liner too, so that kind of makes it look a little light too. I want to use one of these Fenty glosses because I pretty much always use my Patrick Tashi's expensive gloss. These are from the holiday mini collection that came out 2020. I think I want to use this gold. This one is called Cake Shake Mini Gloss Bomb Cream. That'll do it. That'll do it. It's a look. It's a look. So let me just set my face really quickly. I'm going to use this Maven Rose Water Setting Spray. I got this in a BoxyCharm box a few months ago. And she's low-key bae. When I get new things, I use it. And then I get something else that's new and I stop using it. So I've been loving the Benefit Professional Setting Spray. But this is also bae. So I'm just going to spritz real quick. Let me do a nose check. And then we're gonna go ahead and do this hair because I have some caterpillars underneath this bonnet, sis. I'm gonna take my DSMD sponge and just pat it all in. This face? This face? Face card never failed me yet. This is why I don't play with these little boys. You're not one of them, okay? That's it. Let them waste them other girls' time, not yours. Yeah, big on mine. So let me go wash my hands real quick. So real quick, I'm just gonna show you guys what I'm using to take down my hair and style my hair. I'm using this Mielle Organics Mint Almond Oil Blend, and I'm just gonna apply a little bit to my hands, right in the palm of my hands, and you know, disperse that all over my fingers. There are a ton of little caterpillars underneath this bonnet. Take this bonnet off. But face card, she's eating. I told y'all we look crazy. And I'm literally just going to untwist each one. So just like that. I also cut my ends, so we'll just see how everything looks once we take it all down. But let me take it all down. Okay, now I'm taking my 7 Mia Pink Opalite Pick, and I'm just gonna fluff the roots. You guys saw that I basically just went in and kind of separated the twists where they naturally separated. For my twist out, if anyone was wondering, I did use the Camille Rose Honey line. What I love about my hair is there's a ton of texture, as you guys can see, and shrinkage. Oh, I just messed that one up. Hold up. Anything that I might have over plucked, I'm just gonna go in, as you guys can see, and do like a finger coil just to get some texture back. And once I'm satisfied with how everything looks, I'm trying to see if I cut one side shorter than the other, but once I'm satisfied with how everything looks, I'm gonna go ahead and do my edges using the Stylefactor Edge Booster. This is the pineapple scent. Good old toothbrush. That's the hair, you guys. Let me go ahead and go ahead and put on some earrings, change my shirt, and I'll be right back to end this video. So how are we feeling the overall look? How are we feeling the hair? How are we feeling the accessories? All my accessories are coming from Shein except for my earrings. I got these some time ago. I'm sorry, I cannot remember where I purchased these, so I'm sorry. It's a look if I do say so myself. I feel like I've done something close to this before, like this eye look before on my channel, but that was like sometime last year. But again, I haven't used my James Charles palette in a minute, so I'm happy I was able to play in it today and create this fun look for you guys. I hope you guys also enjoyed this chit chat topic. Let me know down below your thoughts and opinions. I kind of feel like I was like running around in circles a little bit, but it's hard for me to express and share on my platform when it comes to topics like this. So I hope you guys can respect that, but I also hope you guys learned something or were able to kind of understand me a little bit more in this video as well, and also I guess understand why I'm like this as a person when it comes to relationships. I'm kind of nervous. Wow. I don't like talking about this stuff on camera. Overall, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I also hope that you guys learned a little bit as well. If you are a single individual, or if you were, you know, thinking about stepping into the dating world or anything like that, I hope this kind of helped you some. Even though I kind of was a little vague when it came to my experiences, I hope it brought you some insight. But if you guys did enjoy this video, don't forget to leave your girl a thumbs up down below. Please drop something down below in the comments. Comment on something that I discussed in today's video. Also drop get ready with me topics down below, something that you guys want me to talk about in future get ready with me, because I always want to bring you guys things that you guys want to watch, because at the end of the day, you guys are my audience. So yeah, definitely drop something down below. If you haven't already subscribed, make sure you hit that red subscribe button down below. Almost at 6K, so make sure you guys subscribe down there. Tell a friend to tell a friend about my channel. That's how we grow. And make sure your post notifications are also turned on, so that way you're alerted whenever I upload the next video. Love you guys. Thank you guys again for watching. Don't forget, everything used in today's video will be linked down below for your convenience. Until next time, I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye guys.